What's up, football fans? Getting ready for the big weekend here in the NFL with a big wild card Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be talking about the Chargers at the Texans. In this one, I think it's an interesting matchup. It's going to be on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's a big matchup here. We've seen these two teams kind of faltering a little bit in the second half, but I want to talk about it. So let me know who you like too in the comments. So big NFL playoff action this weekend here. So it's going to be the Chargers at the Texans. 75% of the money is on the Chargers as I record this in the middle of the week. And, the line has kind of gone, back and forth a little bit. It's at 3 right now, -3 Chargers. Seen some 2.5s out there as well. And the over-under total, I've seen the most common one is 42.5. So for me, I actually handicapped this one. I know you guys know me as a big horse racing handicapper, but I was saying that I'm going to be bringing some sports plays here on the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel. So hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for the support. So let's talk about it. Let's break this one down here. It's going to be Justin Herbert. He's actually had a very solid season. But Los Angeles, Chargers, they really depend on the run. That's the key to this offense, is that they're the 10th most frequently used with the run, establishing the run, 10th most in the league, running the ball on a frequently basis there. So they really want to establish this run game. Now, as I record this, Dobbins and Edwards are both listed as questionable. They were limited at practice today. You got to think that they're going to be ready for this big first round wild card playoff matchup here against the Texans. So this entire Chargers offense is really on this run threat, and that feeds and that helps Herbert to actually establish that passing game as well. But for the Texans, they're the 5th best in the league against the run per play on average. So this is 3.93 yards they've given up per rush. So that's actually 5th best in the NFL. So they could really clog those running holes, those lanes. It's actually, they got some big defensive linemen that have really established that against the run. So for Los Angeles, it's going to be tough, I think, for them to actually establish that run that could lead to Herbert, dropping back, maybe making a couple of mistakes if they can't get the running game going. Houston is going to have to really contain Chargers standout Ladd McConkey here. I think they really got some good corners, though. I mean, they have Derek Stingley Jr. and Kamari Lassiter as well. So they're going to try to contain them with these corners and defensemen on the other side of the ball. For me, it was Houston has had a lot of tough time scoring, right? I mean, that's what C.J. Stroud's sophomore slump is real. For me, he actually woke up last year. This was the home game in the first round where he shredded the Browns at home in the wild card. Maybe the same kind of thing could happen, a little wake up there, because CJ Stroud had a very good rookie season, came into that game, I think, a little bit on a lull. So we'll see if Stroud, he does much better at home than on the road. And I think that he can get going. Now, for me, it comes down to that. It comes down to the Chargers in the second half of the season. They're actually giving up 8th worst in the league against the rush. So 4.61 rushing yards per attempt on average for the running backs. So that's going to be Joe Mixon. He's going to be fed the ball, the running back for the Texans. They've been riding him the whole season. It's kind of, the second half's been a little stale, though, with Mixon, and the defenses in the NFL have kind of sniffed that one out. But for me, I think that Mixon's going to get fed the ball a lot. And, for me, it's Houston is 12-9 straight up in games when the lines are +3, -3. It's been hovering around that line. And, for the Chargers, they're only 3-4 when facing a team with a winning record under Jim Harbaugh. So I know it's his first year as the Chargers coach here. And the under, I'm not going to be playing the under or the over in this one, but the under is 10-6-1 in Houston games this season, and 6-1-1 in Texans home games. So they do well with the under. I just couldn't get there with this 42.5. So for me, I think Mixon's going to be used a lot. I think that Harbaugh in the big game, can he win it in his first year here back in the NFL? The second half of the season, the Chargers struggled even against the pass as well. So for me, I'm going to be on a play here. I'm going to tell you guys about. Appreciate you checking it out. Give you one more stat here. Is since 2016, home underdogs in the playoffs are 8-2 against the spread and 6-4 straight up in the playoffs. So for me, I'm going to be on this one. I got the Texans at +3, -115. I've seen a lot of 2.5s out there. I wanted the 3 and I got it. A little bit more juice on that one, but Texans +3, -115 at home. You see the background here. I'm not physically there, but you get the point here. I wanted to report this one with all the stats too. I think it comes down to Texans can cover this one. Chargers have been inconsistent in the second half. I don't know. I think it's kind of a coin flip, this one. 50-50. I think, give me the +3 at home. I think the crowd's going to be all into it. I won't be there, as I say, in person. Looks like I am, but I think that the Texans can at least cover this one. And I think they have a chance to actually win it outright. So I wasn't going to use them, it's plus money, with the money line there. But give me Texans +3 to cover, -115. Going to see a lot more of these kind of videos coming out with this weekend and, the big sports coming on. I just want to say real quick before I end is I want to wish everybody in California with these fires, everybody to stay safe. I've been watching the news, so I've coming out with more sports plays this weekend. But the following week is going to be more Kentucky Derby preps. So let's go Texans this weekend, though. Let's go with that 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. Check it out here. It's the Each and Every Stride YouTube channel.